Mm. Sucks. Ooh. What's up, Julio? 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 Hey, brother. What's up, relaxing music? Waiting on Wolf Eyes to go over to if you go to my one of y'all go, but don't click on the link. Just go there, go to my page. Um you'll have to pull out of this. But go to my page. Happy Saturday. What's up, man? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. If one of y'all can go log out of the live for a second and go to Gen Express YouTube, you'll have tabs up there that'll say videos, lives. Ignore all that. Go to community. Go to community and click on that. And the top post should say something to Wolf Eyes and have a link. And he just clicks on that and it should pop it right up. Or give me permission to pull him into the room. I know it works. I think it works because as soon as I pulled the live feed down to go check on it, the link was there on my community page, and I hit it, and it took me to the live, but it said lives ended. So I think that works. So Wolf Eyes, if you want to get in there and try that, or if anybody else sees it on there, should be a picture. It should be a picture, and right above it said Wolf Eyes here, and it's got a link. Just click on that link. But you can't be in here to do it, clearly. See if something happens. Terrible. Sometimes I just like going through the sounds on here on my keyboard. There's a good one. Kind of. Fox Critters wants to join the stream. See, somebody found it. So Fox, come back, and I may let you join if I'm gonna deny it right now, but I'm gonna wait on yeah, you told me you got a cat, man. How's the cat doing? Hey, Wolf Eyes, a guy just tried to come through and take the link, so it works. I had denied it. I mean, I don't just want to pull up a random person, you know. Oh, that was you? Okay. Go ahead and send it back through. Send it back through. Or click on the link again. Sorry about that. Now I see on your picture, duh. Sorry about that. Ooh, that's a good one. Terrible. She's a Velcro cat. She's sleeping. Thank God. She been driving you up the wall, man. Probably not used to getting all that love, dude. So again, thank you for rescuing an animal. That's always good shit. Always. I bet she slept with you last night too. She's probably relaxing music, going through that phase where she's, when a cat like a stray or something or a rescue, when they get to their home, um, they'll sleep for a long time, man. Once they figure it out, well, this is where I'm going to be. I love it, but she's insane sometimes. Well, you got to figure out her characteristics, I think all cats are a little bit insane. I denied Wolf Eyes. I didn't know it was him. Hopefully he gets back on there though. I mean, it was a different name. It was just I didn't recognize. My dumb ass should have checked the picture. So try it again, bro. Wolf Eyes. It's a big moment. Never had a guest. Never had a guest on the live stream before, so she's chill most of the time. I still haven't named her. Gotta give her a good one. I like animals that have human names. I don't know why. Guy had a dog name. What the hell was his name? Keith, I think, or Frank. Something really funny. Wolf Eye's probably trying to get to a place where he can stream. I know how it feels, brother. Just have anything behind you. It don't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's terrible. Sorry. Fake ass Gen X man. Yeah, that's me. That's me. You like my shirt? It's backwards. There he is. Oh shit! I did it again, dude. Push the wrong button. I pushed the wrong button. That's a little difficult. There we are. I pushed the right button that time. Sorry, man. I pushed the wrong button. What's up, dude?
What's up?
All right, this is Wolf Eyes, man. It's good to meet you.
How y'all doing?
Good to be talking to a face. We got 9 people in here, man. We got 9 people. So let's learn a little bit about Wolf Eyes here. Wolf Eyes he's always got the jokes. So Wolf Eyes, where'd you get your sense of humor, boss?
I think I was born with it. I'm not too sure.
What do you?
Picked a little bit up on the way, I guess.
Yeah, are you naturally the funny guy at the parties?
No, I'm usually the one that's drunk over in the corner.
Yeah, I bet you break up the fights though, don't you?
I've been part of
Sometimes.
that several times. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We whenever I go out, it's been a while, but I used to do karaoke a lot, and I was that guy. You know, I was the one. You got those one sons of bitches that want to fight on Saturday night. You know, I never have understood those guys, dude. So what do you do for a living, boss?
Give me 1 second. I want to go out here and go to your favorite place in the car.
Yeah, it's a good spot, man. I don't know, read some of these reviews, some of these messages. Go MAGA. My first thought was cheese, but Deborah Rebecca are fancy because of Reba. Heather's in the house. What's up, Heather? You guys are the next Candace Owens.
Well, we might be. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I want some people to come in tonight, and maybe they'll instead of just looking at me, maybe they can look at you too. You got your straw hat on. I like it, bro.
Oh, I took that off. It doesn't work very well in the car because of the headrest and everything else.
Yeah, I had one of those up when I moved up to Nashville. I bought me one of those. I had it for like 5 years, dude. I wore it everywhere. I know it's just a tourist hat, but I didn't give a shit. I loved it. You got to shape it just right, you know. Yours looked like it was shaped to your specifications.
Well, it was the size of the hat that was to my specs. The rest of it, there was like numerous of them that looked that way. And
Yeah,
let me get a bit of light on in here. There we go.
there you go.
Yeah, this ain't as bright as probably some of the other interior lights, but oh
That's
well.
fine,
But
boss.
yeah, the curl of the hat, I tweaked it just slightly. I wanted a little bit more curl to it, so I had a little
Hmm.
bit more to it. It was a process in doing it without messing it up. I didn't know that. You have to heat
Yeah,
the
man.
hat up with steam.
Yeah, I worked at a place. I worked at a boot country downtown Nashville. We'd get all the tourists come in, and I'd sell those hats all day. And I'd tell them, you got to shape it up, man. How do you want it? Some people like it down. Some people like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's where you get your style from, right there, man.
Yep.
Matthew wants to or relaxing music. Well, I'll let Wolf Eyes go ahead and. What do you think, man? You want to talk about anything tonight, or what do you do for a living, Wolf Eyes? You mind me asking?
Electrical distribution. I'm not exactly. You can't really call it being like an electrician, like you'd have in your residential, commercial, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Building, mining equipment. Anytime a power source goes down, I'm normally going out and fixing it. I get shipped around a lot.
That's awesome, man. So you got the type of job that you're not gonna have to worry about not having a job, brother. You're always gonna have that job. Because
Always,
we're
you always got to worry about not having a job anywhere you go.
Well, that's true, but I mean, your skill set has got you where, even if, well, I don't know that for sure, but I would think that you would, if even if you lost your job, you could pick it up and go somewhere else and get a job. I would think, but you got to move. So,
Yeah,
what the hell
yeah,
am I
that's
talking
another
about? Yeah,
Well,
man,
I'm
we're
kind of
down
in
here.
your neck of woods. I'm in northeast Tennessee, and there's several chemical plants that's around here. There's a lot of industrial stuff that it can keep you busy. And I guess in this area we're supposed to be getting like three more nuclear power plants.
Yeah, I was reading about that, man. How
Um,
do you feel about that? I don't care, but I think as long as I mean, it's not going to be in my backyard. Maybe you can educate me on it a little bit, but as long as nuclear power has been overlooked for a long time, man. I don't know. What do you think? Is that going to affect your job if they do bring these plants in?
no, actually, it make
Mhm. Did you got it? Yeah.
switches and stuff like that. So you're gonna have some. You need somebody there to help.
Yeah.
Keep
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff in. and keep.
Yeah. Does it concern you? Yeah, Matt says it's safer. I mean, like I said, man, I don't. You hadn't heard about anything since, well, anything major since that tsunami over in Japan, and even that one held up. It was right there on the ocean,
Yeah,
and it held up.
yeah.
So, I know that.
Well,
Go
it
ahead.
can get dark. It can get really dark. You ever seen the TV show 100?
Uh, what's it about?
It's about a bunch of teenagers. It was up in well, it's like in the future. Everybody
Where's it at? What streaming service?
stuff that happened in on Earth.
What streaming service is it? Is it on streaming like
I
Netflix?
seen it on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's on that stuff. But anyways, moral of it is like in the end of it, all the nuclear power plants that were shut down, all the water and everything else depleted out of them. It was one major worldwide meltdown.
Yeah. Jeez.
That is the fear.
Yeah, no shit.
That's what I don't like about it. It's not actually clean. When you're sitting there looking at Chernobyl, nuclear is.
No, yeah, again, I need to. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to talk on an educated level on nuclear energy. I just heard that through the years it's gotten a lot safer than it once was. So and that may just be. But with advancement in technology, you would think that it would be a little safer. So who knows, man? I mean, as long as you feel safe around it, how are you going to feel? You going to be all right?
I don't know. It's like everything else. You got coal miners for generations going under the ground, and then when you get older, you got problems. I'm pretty sure being around be the same thing. You're gonna end up with the workforce is the peasants
Yeah.
of everything.
Let me ask you a question, man, because you're interesting to me because if I saw you out, just like if a lot of people saw me out, they would automatically lump me into this group. And politically, I really don't care, Wolf Eyes, what you do, because you've stuck in here and you've how have you felt about this, about the way people of different backgrounds and everything are trying to come together here? And you think we got something we could do here? I mean, how do you feel about it?
The problem with other channels is they reject everybody's opinion, or not everybody's, but the ones don't like to hear. Even
Yeah, and we got to get to that place where we're freaking talking again, man. I mean, you've seen me, man. I'm not perfect. I if somebody pisses me off and I'm in the wrong mood, I'll knock them out of here. But for the most part, and you've been a mod, right? You've been the mod on here a lot of the time, right? Okay. Do you mod on anybody else's live streams? Broke up for me for a second there. Yeah, it's probably my shit, man. I mean, mine's a. Let me see. Um, well, I appreciate you being a mod, man, because with this channel, it's got to be difficult because you sometimes I'll go on and I'll say just let them through or whatever. Some nights I want to play and some nights I don't want to play.
well, like you're sitting there like
Yeah.
coming in.
And hey, I've converted a bunch of those. I've converted a bunch of those trolls, man. They come in, they talk to me, and then next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, I subbed you, man. You didn't. I busted your ass, and you took it." And that's fine, man, because like I said, I know that person on the other end's probably not. They're screwing around, most likely. So we got to get past that screw. Go ahead.
The mongering part. It's a mongering part where they try to get in there, try to get your emotionals going and stuff like that, and want you to snap really quick on there.
Yeah.
So if you say the right things on here, they
Well, that's I'll never threaten anybody.
It up if they're not.
Yeah, and you notice, man, how the AI mods are getting in here and they're pulling messages down, and you're like, what the hell was that pulled down for? Very strange. But and that's
Yeah.
again, that's one of the reasons why. But we're not going to go through a. We love everyone here. That's what relaxing music says, and I mean that's really what it's all about, because if we don't get past are you red, are you blue, are you Christian, are you whatever, satanic, what um, Muslim, Buddhist, all of that, we need to quit hurting each other in the names of these things is the main thing. You know, you can have your beliefs, just quit that shit. Quit that shit. I mean, what, dude? If I met you, there ain't no way that I would, even if you were 100% opposite of what I thought I was, no way would I come up to you in public and abuse you or talk shit about you or anything like that. First off, I don't like fighting, and second off, that's just not how you act in public. So we're trying to get that, you know,
Right.
and it goes with the First Amendment stuff too, because if they're acting like that, you know, from something I do, it's like, damn, dude, just relax a little bit. We need to pull the volume down all over the place. There's coffee in my beard. Thanks, man. Yeah,
Man, what do you say about
it's
what do you say about your
everybody,
beard?
man. I mean, it's, you know, and that's it's everybody trying to prove I can one up this guy, or and then what's the deal with everybody calling everybody enemies? It's like, dude, I can understand if you don't like a overall ideology, but at least talk to that person. You know, maybe they're not. Most likely, they're not doing whatever they're doing for the reason people think they're doing it. You know, we're so quick on jumping
Mhm.
on everything's bad. Everybody's coming after everybody's money. You know, and that's, hey, that's been, it's always been that way in this country, man. How are you doing, man? You doing okay as far as, like, are you married? You got kids or anything? You mind me asking that, Wolfie?
No, I am not married. I am single. Um, I do live with a bunch of kids though, which they're not mine. But yeah, it's like intermediate kind of thing with
They're not your kids, or you helping
and
take
some,
care
you
of?
know, I'm helping
Oh,
basically.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's cool, dude. That's cool.
75% I pay, so yeah, I'm taken care of.
That's pretty awesome, man. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Well, and you're doing okay, like as far as like, you know, most Americans, you know, we struggle. Some people go check to check and things like that, and you know, just want to make sure you're doing okay
Hey
out
man,
there.
this is a good question in here. You ever
Hmm.
read the Quran? MJ was talking about that. MJ, the one of the
Hmm.
fellas in here, um, he asked if you ever read the Quran. Have you ever read the Quran?
I've never read the Quran. I've read a little bit of the Bible, and I've read a little of Buddhist stuff. What you got on the Quran? Did you want to share something, or?
What Bible? Oh, kind of lagging there. I don't know if I'm lagging on my side. You're lagging on yours. There we
Uh,
go.
uh,
We're back. Okay, good.
did you have a question about the Quran? I mean, I've never read it. It's not because I haven't been curious or anything. It's just time and everything. You know, I've just never gotten around to it, to be honest.
Well, I
But I
think that's
assume.
how he. I think what he's talking about how he acts towards other people is he's based off the Quran and how he's talking, and that's how he treats.
Hmm. Yeah, man, it's like Buddha. You know, that's Buddha, or who's the other one? Oh, Gandhi. You know, I was talking about Gandhi the other night. His ass. He was several religions. You know, he was he wasn't any one religion. So I don't know, man. Religion's just one of those things that if you believe in it, you know, we've heard it 100 times, dude. As long as
It
it
all
makes you a
points
better.
down to
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
of them.
It's all the
Every
same. I
single
mean,
one of them points
you know,
down.
there's 2,900 according to history, gods out there. So I just hope my God's a good God. You know what I mean? I hope he's not one of these vengeance sons of bitches who wants to strike me down for every bad word I say, or if I take a gummy or have a drink. You know what I mean? I
Well,
don't
there's
think those
only
things
two
are.
religions. There's only two
Yeah.
religions. You got like what Christianity is, and then you
Mm-hmm.
got paganism.
Mm-hmm.
Paganism.
Hmm.
Those are too. That's all the way back to Noah's day is when you get pagans.
Hmm.
And that's where all that started. That's how you get every single one of the countries have a flood because it
Yeah.
all was expanded from the paganism. If you notice, there most of the ones that talk.
Yeah.
It's usually multiple gods.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I mean, I just feel like I don't know. You know, Marie comes in here a lot. I think last night. Do you have you ever? Oh, sorry about that. It could be on mine. Let me check and see if I got everything on right. I got my Wi-Fi on. My Wi-Fi sucks over
Over
here.
there,
Yeah, we got you a little bit, man. I'm getting most of what you're saying, and we're talking about. I'm gonna read a couple of these chats real quick. All right, man. Too many cowards. Hold on. Why am I passively going to ignore somebody that thinks that child molestation is okay because their religion is okay with it, or for murdering gay people is okay, or enslaving women is okay? This is a hard question there, Mr. John. It's a hard question because I'm not telling you, that if you have a certain value that you should just well, actually, I kind of am because I'm telling you that your religion's your religion. It's not my religion. So, um, you don't. Hold on. Let me. What was the question again? Let me see. Why am I
why
passively?
am I
Yeah,
passively
they're saying that
going?
they don't like. They don't. They want to say something, and I think they're talking about the the all the Charlie Kirk stuff going on. That's what I'm assuming they're talking about. But look, man, these people, as long as you're doing what you do and you're doing it in your way and you're helping other people or just being a kind person, we're going to beat these people who think that murdering gay people is okay or whatever, enslaving women's okay. It's just not. First off, is that, I mean, how much of that really happens? You got to think about that because the press is always boom, 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 fear, 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 right? um, Too many cowards. So I mean, I'm not. Hey, man, I understand what you're saying about that. I get that. I totally get that. And I'm not telling you not to. If you want to, go ahead and confront them about it. But when you confront them about it, keep it civil because you never know. They could have been in a bubble and not heard anything about what you're talking about there. That's just the truth these days.
Well,
At
you
least
know
that's
the
my
reason why
perspective.
all that's in the Quran. He's talking about he doesn't understand how come it's in the Quran and in the Bible. Basically, you get your Quran from a brother that came from Abraham, the one he ran
Hmm.
away. That's where your Quran comes from, and then most of your Christianity is from the other brother that Abraham kept.
Hmm.
So that's where you get both those, and both of them is past the days where Moses went through the desert. It's after all that. So that's where you get your two religions from, and that's the reason why they always butt heads. Two brothers always butt heads for some odd reason. It's been doing it ever since the beginning of time.
I
Cain and Abel.
remember. I know. I remember seeing an episode. I think it may have been. It may have been Bourdain. I'm not sure, but he was talking uh, to a Muslim, and they were talking about. He was talking about Jesus, and they were talking about God, and the Muslim guy was saying, "Your God's my God." Your God's my God. So I don't. I just like a peaceful religion, man. How many people have died on this planet because of religion? Okay, let's stop with that. Let's stop with that. If you want to believe that stuff, that's okay, but don't ever, hurt anybody else because of it. That's just how I feel about it. Let me see. That's my sorry, trying to keep up here with these.
I'm supposed to be here helping. I'm sorry. I'm kind of slacking off. I'm excited.
Oh, you can. Oh, hey, you could read some of them if you want to, man. I stopped over at the Quran is the same as the Bible with relaxing music. It's not very far up, but it's a longer. If you want to pick it up from there or read his.
If you want to pick it up from there, read it.
Ran. Damn, I got an echo now.
Yeah, it's part of lagging. I guess if you get more people on here, it'll be worse.
Yeah, I'm looking into some fiber optic.
That might help. I know a lot of people that does lives and they got fiber optic and
so many people
don't know why, but I guess it's the easiest person to blame it to.
Yeah, and I mean it could really be anything, to be honest. It could be YouTube going, what are they talking about? Let me slow down their bandwidth a little bit or something. I don't know.
John thinks we're a couple. No, he's actually my dad. I don't have lighting, but if you look at him and I put my glasses on, I think he's my dad. He's just a little bit older than I am, so he could possibly be my dad because I don't know who my dad is.
I'm probably a lot older than you, man. I know. I
say what, 40s, maybe 30s.
Is that what you are?
No, I was talking about you.
I'm 54, man. I'm a fossil. No, but how old are you? About mid-30s, maybe?
Keep them guessing.
No. Upper 30s? Lower 30s? It's hard for me to tell, man. You're kind of in the dark, but 29.
I'm filled out a little bit.
29.
Not relaxing. He's not my grandpa. My grandpa wasn't as cool as just as cool.
Hey, man, I'm not cool. You saw that fucking. Were you here the other night when I did the drawing of when doves cry?
That was the most drawing of doves. I want that man.
What this Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Spider-Man. He's cool. I've never actually put it on. But it's got yeah, man. It's opens. It's a real helmet. It opens up and it's got a voice thing on it too. Too. I don't know what the voice thing does. It might need batteries in that part. I don't know. It's about $100 this thing, but I didn't pay $100 for it.
Yeah, MJ. In all a generation is 40 years.
Are you keeping up with them? All right, man. You the man. I like it. So, man, what kind of music you into?
Don't be coming in here, MJ, talk about people being old.
What kind of music you into, man?
I mostly listen to Christian music, but I got the best description of music. I like listening to music until you get that one person that likes to open their mouth and say something and ruins the whole entire music. That's when it turns into a song. I don't listen to a lot of songs. I listen to a lot of music.
Okay. I feel you, man. I feel you.
So you'd shut me up really quick. You start hitting on a keyboard or something like that. You'd shut me up really quick.
I can't. I get used to kind of play a little bit, but now it's just I have it here in case creativity strikes at any time. Usually that kind of stuff happens like at 2 a.m. You write or anything, man? You write any music or?
No. I'm about as, let's see. I couldn't. If you handed a sheet in front of me, I couldn't even read it. I get some of the beats down. I'm not completely ignorant on it, but I'm pretty close to being ignorant.
Well, I mean, that's 99% of us on 99% of the things, right?
I can break guitar strings. It ain't gonna sound good when I do it, but I will break guitar strings. I got a 5 string. and I really don't even touch it.
It's intimidating, isn't it?
It's just sitting there.
Intimidating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not really intimidating. My papa played a 4-string
Mhm.
banjo, and I guess I've just got my curiosity on it, but I just never succeeded on it. And I catch myself getting on to kids like that. Like they're sitting there talking about, I wish I can draw a little bit better. Well, you got YouTube. You got the whole entire internet in your hand to find out anything you possibly want to do, but you want to sit there and play a game on your computer or on your device.
Yeah, man. Makes no sense.
Just as smart and electrical
Makes
as
no
I
sense.
am, or smarter than I am, just by using technology the way technology is supposed to be used.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully we
Yeah,
can,
yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
hopefully
turn
we
my
can,
volume down.
I'm gonna turn
Hopefully
my
we
volume
could,
down. Hopefully we could,
try to re-educate people on what social media can be, instead of it being
what social media can be,
like I've seen you, Wolf Eyes, when people come in here and you say, "How was your day?" and somebody jumps in and tells you how their day is, and
somebody jumps in and tells you how their day
and we
is.
take over, man, and
And we
everybody
take over,
wants to
man,
know. I mean, I've been
everybody wants to
digging
know.
the
I mean, I've
positivity
been
in here.
digging the positivity in here.
It's good stuff.
Generations is
Good stuff.
offspring. So if yes, grandparents were in the World War II, Korea, and your father was Vietnam. What do you mean by that? Or if your father was Korea.
Holy shit,
Right,
it's Kid
being
Rock.
what I think
Holy shit, it's Kid Rock.
is Kid Rock in here.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's the normal one, ain't it? They always confuse you with Kid Rock.
They do Kid Rock and they do some nasty ones too. I mean, Kid Rock's not the greatest compliment in the world, but I'll take it. Rob Zombie, I'll take Rob Zombie all day.
I don't know about that one. I'm just not in that type.
Yeah, you're not. Let me ask you, man.
Now, get rid of the words now. Get rid of the words now. I'm
Wolf Eyes. Let me ask you, man. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But I'm going to ask you what sect of Christianity you are.
Sect of
Or
Christianity.
what group?
There's only one Christianity.
I mean, but are you Baptist or?
Are you Baptist?
So I can't really go with that because I got I'm part of multiple churches. I can't really go by that.
So you go to more than one church?
I go to an all black church. I go to a Assembly of God. There's like Presbyterian stuff like that. I haven't really. Definitely haven't been to a Catholic church.
How do you?
Let me ask you this: how do you do you see a difference between the black services and the white services?
No.
No.
You're there for real. Now, if you're talking about music wise and the way they're doing, they sing and stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I was talking about.
No, not really in any of that. Now they get a little bit more fired up than a lot of churches when they're praising and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They really put a lot into it.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. I went to a church one time. I worked as a guard over at State Tech in Memphis. And they were having a church service, and I was up top, and I came down and just watched a little bit, and it was all black service, and it was a lot different than my Raleigh Assembly of God. It was just different, totally different. And I wonder why that is. I don't know. I don't know. That's a philosophy question. But hey, man, that's really cool. That
But hey, man, that's really.
I didn't know you were. Have you told me you were Christian before?
I didn't know you were.
Wolf Eyes?
Have you told me you were Christian before?
No, I don't think it ever came
That's
up.
awesome.
I would say the same thing.
That's awesome.
That's the way it needs to be. Yeah, deadly and a half. Do you have your volume up?
Faith in it.
Do you have your volume up?
Yeah, I can hear you. Turn it down a little bit. They're saying there's an echo, so I'm going to turn mine down on my end. That's a little better, right? That's okay. I mean, that's better. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah, the relaxing
I can
music's
hear you.
telling us relaxing music's telling us dumbasses what we're doing. Thank you, relaxing music. Sorry to include you wolf eyes in my dumbassivity tonight, but you're included. So you're part of the
Thank you.
dumbassness tonight.
I've been called that multiple times. It's almost like my third name.
Man, I can't tell you the amount of things I've been called in my lifetime. It doesn't really bother me, it's because you know where your heart's at and you know how you are as a person. So person comes up
But
to
we
you and
can't let
says
that
something about you.
we can't let that go against other people. If I'm on here with you and you're sitting there cussing me and stuff like that and calling me a cocksucker and everything else you don't, with how you really are is how I'm going to actually judge you on that, not by what's coming.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of what comes out of your mouth. There's one word I really don't like, and nobody should like that in any religion, and it's the Lord's.
Yeah, yeah. Understandable.
Using the Lord's name in vain like it's water. And I was like, I keep on telling people this one thing: if you hear it and it offends you, just tell them this: how can you damn somebody you never gave a chance to know?
That's a good point. It's a valid argument there, and I get what you're saying. I understand that word is very it's that's one that I'll throw around a lot of words because I do the free speech thing, but
Yeah.
so but that one, no, I'm not really gonna. Now I've been mad at times, and I've said it to myself or whatever, but that's one that in public I'm not gonna just throw around.
And a real Christian, if they say it, let's say, are you a Christian?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm agnostic.
Define that.
I believe in a higher being, but I'm not sure which one it is.
Now, Rockefellers are higher beings. Do you believe in? Do you believe that they're going to save your soul in the end of all this? Because a lot of people have got this. They're living this Bible and everything else, and they're trying to do this. And what they're not doing is real revelations at the end of the Bible. We're all on the same sinking ship, and the only thing the government's going to give you to get out of it is a shot glass.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is your hydraulic pumps. So yeah, you got to.
Hey, man,
you gotta put your faith in that.
We're a lot closer than you think, man. I mean, like I said, this channel, that's what it's about. It's about getting people from all different backgrounds and talking to each other reasonably and not being jerks and cussing each other out. And you know that I've told you that 100,000 times, and I have to say it a lot because people don't understand when they come in here. The path I walk past.
Yeah, MJ's on it. MJ's on it.
Yeah, yeah. You guys. Yeah. Hey, and I think again, you've heard me say to Marie that even if you're atheist, it shouldn't matter how that person got to be a moral person to you, as long as they're a moral person. That's why everybody needs to talk and respect each other's opinions on things. Armor of God, walk the path, and it's really that simple. I'm reading comments now.
What MJ said, we're all on this path. These paths are zigzagging, but they're and on this path that they're zigzagging, you also notice there's a fence. We got to get on the right side of the fence also. Now, the path that we're all taking, that we're on this in Revelations, where the world's going to come to an end, we need each other. We need to work with each other. If you're on this, like he's talking about a path. Yeah, Jen, if you slow down on this path and we need to get to the end of it, me and MJ's gonna have to pick you up and carry you. We all got to get to the end of it. That's just the best. That's the best way to describe what MJ said.
I appreciate your kind nature, brother. That's a rare quality to find these days, man. People are so about themselves and about what they're getting and how great they can look and how all the toys that they have, So to find somebody like you, you're in the right group. I'm glad you're here. Absolutely, and you've been great as a moderator, and
Well, if you need anybody actually booted, which I really don't see reason why you'd want to boot somebody unless they're doing advertisement on
mhm,
your channel. Unless
mhm,
it's your advertisement and they're trying to
yeah,
advertise you, that's a different story. And I try to do that. I'll sit there and hit the share button and put it on Facebook, put it on
yeah,
something else. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, man, and I work on that daily. Like I there'll be times you've seen it. I've knocked people off of here sometimes. They just hit me at the wrong time. They hit me at the wrong time. I'm a human being. 90% of the time they're going to come in here and I'm going to talk to them and we're going to try to get on level ground. Doesn't always work, and that's okay too. But we need to try. That's the thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're doing it, man. So good on you. And
Like
hopefully,
if you need anybody gone, you just gotta say, you see me on here, you just hey Wolfie, get rid of this person, and I can boot them right out of there or mute them
yep.
where you can't see it. They can sit there and type into their blue in the face. You'll say,
You know,
and mommy and daddy's freaking basement and typing stupid stuff like that. They really need to be put on timeout.
well, and Wolfie, think about it, man. What this all because of social media is the reason this happens. You don't see people in public coming up and saying you're gay or coming up. Who did you vote? I mean, so we got to get back to some normalcy, and our little coalition of people in here is going to be it's going to be good because you just never know what's coming around the corner.
I'm backing out of this for 1 second.
Okay, where are you going? You going back inside, or you got to roll? Israel first is my policy. We can win this guy. Also, your path isn't my path. I don't walk in your shoes. I don't know what you've experienced, and you don't know what I've experienced. But if you use love in your decision making paradigms, yep. Mr. John's all over it tonight. You know what's up, man. You're catching the vibe. You get it. You get it. Yes, normalcy. You're already walking the path of God. You know, you guys. Again, man, it's one of those things where I'm agnostic, and people are like, "Well, you're taking this huge chance," I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but to be honest with you, I have never really been a brimstone hellfire kind of God kind of guy. I don't think that that's the way you sell God. You don't sell him by saying you're going straight to hell. If you don't do these things. Sell more of the Jesus. Jesus was a cool guy. I mean, for everything that I've ever heard about Jesus or read about Jesus, I got no problems with the guy. Okay, and I could say that if I was atheist too. Even if I told you it was just a story in a book, I would still tell you it's a good story in a book, right? So that's what I'm saying, man. Even atheists can look at this in a different view. And I know a lot of times atheists can be real standoffish. I've met a few of them, and on the other side too. It goes all ways. But yeah, we got to keep communicating. Uh, I've been dead. I met God. Mr. John, tell us what happened, man. If you want to share your experience there. Jesus rules. I'm going to read this message. Light a spliff. I don't have a spliff, brother. I'm here in the state of Tennessee.
I wonder why this message on here says it's held for review and says view message. Matthew Ridner light a spliff.
Yeah, I saw that. Are you innocent enough where you, Wolf
Is he
Eyes? Were
wanting
you
you
in
to?
that?
Is he wanting you to write a lot of doobie?
Yeah.
Okay.
They a lot of people come in, they look at this, and they automatically say, "Fire, what up, man?" I mean, I just get it all the time. Drink some Henny. Look, whatever your religion is, I think Wolf Eyes is going to agree with me on this. And I know how the Bible feels about drinking and stuff like that. Don't do it in excess, you know. And that's a talent to not be able to do it in excess. If you're the type of person that can drink a few drinks and stop, you're ahead of 95% of the people out there. Okay,
There's
so
several things in
enjoy
the Bible
that.
about it.
What's that?
There's several things in the Bible about that.
What about
Getting
not
drunk.
drinking in excess?
Yeah. One of those is like if you was a dying man, and I think it's in Proverbs. Give a dying man strong drink.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah. Noah was an alcoholic. Not a lot of people
Okay.
know that. Noah was an alcoholic. After that boat landed and he got his orchard going, only thing he did was sit in the cave and get drunk all the time.
That's a he says couldn't afford to be an alcoholic, Matthew.
Not in
No,
this
I
day and
but
age,
yeah,
unless you make it your own.
hey, I DJ'd. I DJ'd a church one time. I didn't know anything about it. I pulled up a last minute gig from somebody who threw it towards me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And I went into this church. I just set up in the gym area, and the guy comes over to me, a priest or preacher, and he comes over to me after I get set up, and he's like, "Yeah, if you need anything, we got food over here. We got drinks. We got beer." And I was like, it was a Catholic church, a Catholic church. But I'd always heard that Catholic churches, they, as long as they're together in a group, they invite a little bit and don't,
Yeah.
as long as they're
Yeah.
not causing a lot of problems. So I was a little freaked out by that. I was like, "Yeah, bring me a beer," and of course I'm like, "One beer, set it over here."
Yeah, you don't want to be
So
that person that throws away everything on it.
yeah, yeah, no,
You don't.
no,
I'm
no.
taking care of my uncle right now. He's an alcoholic, and he's
Hmm.
probably going to die an alcoholic. It runs in my family. I tell my kids that. And yeah, I got some older kids. I got a 23-year-old, a 22-year-old, one that just turned 21. Yeah.
Damn, you don't look it, brother.
I don't look it. I don't look it. But anyways, I tell them about that. It's the excessive drinking where you're throwing everything you got away, your house, your cars, everything else just for a change of your head. And it's the
Hmm.
change of the head that really the Bible puts in there. And that's including smoking marijuana or any
Hmm.
other drug. You don't want to
Anything in
change your
excess that's gonna
yeah.
make you not make good choices, basically, right?
You're supposed to stay in one mindset. You're not supposed to travel over to that other side. And a
Yeah.
lot of people do that, and it's sad to see a lot of people doing that. But I partake myself, and like maybe 3 times a week, I plaster myself until I pass out.
Hmm. It doesn't affect your work though,
Probably because
right?
I'm done with the day.
Huh? It
Do
doesn't
what?
affect your work or
Sorry.
anything, though, right?
It does in the morning time if I show up and it's and I'm smelling like it, and I'm hey, once you drive that car, nah, I don't know, I'm inside this chemical plant. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Get you some Pedialyte, dude. Have you some Pedialyte ready? I'm sure you know that trick. I used that when I was in my 30s and still partying a little too hard. I didn't. I was never the type of drunk that would just be just so I don't remember anything. I had nights where it's kind of like, yeah, I don't like not remembering even a minute of my night. You know what I mean? If I'm that wasted, then I've gone way too far. But I got good at being able to stop. I just got lucky, man. I got so many friends, and I got so many other people who have. I have alcoholics in my family too. I don't know if it runs in the gym. I don't know. I don't know any of that, but I do know that there is a certain personality type who has a difficult time drinking and stopping drinking. Have you ever met this person? You just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until there's and probably running from something. Maybe there's something in their past or that they're trying to deal with. But I hate that. I hate to see people out of control like that. You know what I mean? Have a good time, but if you're out of control, you're going to wind up making a shitty decision, and that's what's going to lead to a DUI. Stupid as hell. Don't do that. This is your PSA for the night, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, guys, as you're drinking.
It goes down to this. Relaxing said didn't think tonight was going to be a Sunday preach.
No, man, we can do something here. All right. What do you want to do, Wolf Eye? Do you want to do any music, or what are you into? You said you're into Christian music. I can't help you there. I don't know a ton of that, brother. I just don't.
There's not a lot. I'll say it's just the music without words. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting there, if you can make notes sound good and you can put it together, that's music. And heck,
You off there for a minute. Didn't mean to do that. You said I missed your last part because I pressed my button on the side of the phone.
I get that all the time.
Did you want to? I mean, is there anything? How about
button.
Is any of our people in here? I've only got 2 people. They're not listening to us.
No, just drop one for some odd reason.
But that's also often wrong. Sometimes it's wrong. There'll be people creeping in the background you don't know about that don't just pop up immediately.
Yeah. That's
so let me ask you, Wolfie. I told you I was going to call you Wolfie from now on. That just sounds cooler anyway. Nothing wrong with Wolf Eye, but Wolfie. I was going to ask you something. What the hell was it? What's the score of the football game? No, I don't know.
Who won that fight last night?
So, what do you think, man? How should we set this up and do? I've already told my wife I want to do a nightly thing here. We can. It's never going to be the same format. You know, we want to do different things every night. Or I just like creativity. I don't like to be stagnant. So, you know, if I ever come up with some goofy ass game, give it a go. Okay, give it a go. It might wind up being terrible, but you never know. It might wind up being amazing. So be looking forward to that. And Wolfie, if you have any ideas for the channel or anything like that, man, always reach out and let me know. I read my comments all the time, and a lot of you guys are going over and commenting on my videos, and
you'll see more of them
Patriot Watcher
on the way. What?
Sorry, I could barely hear you. Hang on. Did you say something, man?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Did you watch the fight last night, man?
No, I did not. I was asking about that just a second ago, but
I see some comments there. Last night I was talking, and one of the guys, I think he thought that Jake Paul was going to win. I didn't think Jake Paul was going to win, but I didn't know who he was fighting. I didn't know he was fighting this real fucking boxer, you know? And that boxer, man, he toyed with Jake, and then he broke his jaw. Did you see the punch?
Ooh.
He broke his jaw in 2 places. I mean, he got him. It was like you could see it on his face because he smiled right before he did it. Jake Paul was just out of his league. He shouldn't have even been in there with that guy. But he wanted that $9 million payout. But today his jaw's wired shut. It broke right here and down here. You see, after he gets hit, he goes down and his mouth's wide open. And his mouth's not wide open because he's in shock. His mouth's wide open because he just broke his jaw.
He can't
close language.
He cannot close it.
It was crazy, dude. It was, but yeah, he got a lesson last night, and the guy was really cool. The guy was like, you know, Jake Paul shouldn't have been in here. He ran into a real fighter, and I made him feel it tonight. And it was what it was. It would be like you or me trying to get into the ring with. I'm not going to say Mike Tyson, but somebody that, you know, we shouldn't be in the ring with. And I was just talking him up too about how he's been doing, you know, he's a good athlete, and he's still a good athlete. I just think you don't just decide in your mid-20s you're going to start boxing. I mean, there's people that have been doing it since they were 15, 14, even younger than that. You know, those guys are going to wipe the floor with you. Ask CM Punk, man. He went over to UFC and got rolled. Brock Lesnar got rolled in UFC a couple of times. Tyson fight was rigged.
The Ultimate Fake Championship, UFC.
I can barely hear you, brother. Turn your volume up just a bit. I know we got that weird echo going on, but that's why I'm coming down here. I want to hear you.
The UFC is the Ultimate Fake Championship. Wrestling is real.
What happened?
Wrestling is real. UFC is called the Ultimate Fake Championship.
Or do you watch wrestling?
Yeah, I watch wrestling every once in a while.
Oh, okay.
You know who Ken Shamrock is?
Who is? Yeah, oh yeah,
Ken
I know who Kid
Shamrock.
Shamrock is.
He went into professional wrestling.
Hmm.
He didn't make it.
Yeah, I remember. You're speaking of Kid Shamrock. I remember watching a pay-per-view one time, and there was a girl. I think it may have been WrestleMania one year, but there was a girl who was on the other team, and you hear him mouth the words "slap me." Like, I mean, they got the camera on him in the wrong position, and he looks at her. He goes, "Slap me," and she slaps him. But I was just like, okay. You know, whatever you think about wrestling, those guys, man, they're phenomenal athletes. I mean, you got to give them that much, right? And it's sports entertainment. I know what it is. I enjoy it. I still watch it. I don't watch it like I used to, but I still enjoy it.
Hey,
Look at the gay guys. Thanks, man. Thank you, whoever that is. Thank you. No amount of revisionist history written by AI is going to convince me that Mike Tyson didn't bite off Evander Holyfield's ear when I watched on the TV live. Yeah, I watched that live too. I'll never forget it. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that happened. Shamrock most definitely made it pro wrestling. He did it for the money, but wasn't his thing. Yeah, and who do you watch UFC too?
What?
You watch UFC too?
Yeah, I was going to get to that. You can take a wrestler. Okay. You can take a wrestler and put him in the UFC like Brock Lesnar, and he'll become a champion.
Who? Brock Lesnar? Yeah. Did you watch him very much?
No.
He didn't really have a glass chin, but man, he's like anybody else, man. You hit him hard enough, they're gonna double over. I saw him get on top of a guy one time in the UFC, and it looked like he wasn't doing too much. He was just punching like this. He had him in a headlock and was punching his face like this. I can't remember the fight, but I'll never forget it, man. I thought he was not really doing anything, and the guy got up and went over to his corner, and his head looked like a pumpkin, dude. It looked like it was something had to be broken in his face. And I was just like, yikes, man, that was brutal. I've never been knocked out and I got hit in the head with a 30,000 gallon water tank. How'd that happen, man? What'd you do? You talk to him.
What in the world? Was he not wearing a hard hat? Because you're near a 3,000 gallon water tank.
Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear both of us? Brock was a real wrestler. Absolutely a beast. Yeah. Yeah. Like, what's his name? Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. I met him one time. He was a nice guy. Very nice guy. Recently, a guy hit me in the face, my upper jaw, by a rigging axe. Jeez, man. Come on now.
Rigging axe.
I was cutting the expanded ring and it expanded like a really loud gong.
Bet your head did.
I fell 28 feet and landed head butted the ladder when I landed. What's going on, man? We turned this into disaster night. What's happening? Let's all talk about our worst injuries we've ever had. I'd do that.
My worst injury was I told my grandma I wasn't going to church.
What happened?
My worst injury was I told my grandma I wasn't going to go to church. She pumped me with a pan.
Gotcha. Do they hear you okay? Does everybody hear him okay?
No one's saying anything. I haven't heard anybody say anything.
I don't know what the hell is going on with my phone. I got the volume all the way up on. Do you have are you holding your phone? Are you holding it?
Well, I got it like the top and then 2 fingers on the side.
Okay. Grandma lit
but
you up.
yeah,
17
Grandma lit
Staples
me up.
back to working in a half hour. My boss gave me a 60-40 split on the steel, but we scrapped out 360 a ton. He's a little muffled, not bad. Okay, cool. It must be on my side. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my phone. You know me, man. I'm terrible with this kind of crap. Absolutely terrible with it. But it's gonna get better. Um, and again, if you are getting any kind of weird lag or anything, I know my internet's not the best, but you guys make me want to do better. Go ahead, man.
Oh, what? I'm
Oh, you didn't say nothing.
no.
See, they all hear you fine. I can just barely hear you though. But
I was blaming it all on you.
Patriot, I did that off of 12-foot recently, but I actually broke my clavicle bone. I've been on it for 2 weeks now. Geez, that's terrible. Yeah, at the time, and it was a plate still. We scrapped out roughly 18 tons. I don't know, man. I'm weird because I've only broken one bone in my body, and it was the very tip of my pinky. When I was in college, I was playing flag football, and some dude, I reached in and he broke it, and I was sitting here doing it like this. It was painful as shit. It was hard to heal too, but that's the only bone I've ever broken. Weird. You broken any bones, man?
Fracture's about it.
Fractured?
I got my share of stitches though.
Yeah, shit. And then I've had. It's gonna sound like kids gonna come in here. Look, we need to be on the lookout for these kids that come over from TikTok because, like I said, TikTok is getting ready to really start doing some things on their format. So when they come over here, I know I'm an old man. They come in here and they're like, "Oh, cool, cool guy," and then they leave. That's okay though. We'll just keep trying. We'll keep trying. I ripped off the cast one day. I didn't break anything, but I had a lump on my forehead the size of an apple. That sucks. Damn. I ripped off the cast one day, started putting pressure on it, and I've been working on it ever since. 4 weeks, and I'm already hobbling on a boot.
That's making you
man.
hurt.
Don't hurt yourself for work, man.
It don't pay.
Yeah, they make them take care of you, man. You sound like you're a hard worker. If you you should have hobbled onto it to the work site and said, "Look what I did." No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That's illegal. That's illegal. Don't do that. Nat clavicle says a bone that attaches your Achilles tendon. I could smell the pain when I landed, bounced 5 feet in the air.
Daggone.
That's quite a unique feeling, isn't it? When you get when you get punched or you get stunned by something. I was trying to explain it to my wife because my wife's never really got into a real fight, and something happened in a movie, and it felt like I got punched. I was like, that's what it. Your ears ring. You don't know where you're at for a minute. We all think that, oh, what if that guy sucker punched me? I would have kicked the shit out of him. Man, you don't really know because until you get your bell rung, you got to figure out, can I get up in time? Can I protect myself? I got my ass kicked at least once in my life, but I've kicked somebody's ass twice. So we don't talk about it because it's never anything that I'm proud of. Okay. It was high school stuff. I hadn't been in a fight since I was freaking probably 20 or 21. So don't think I like fighting. I don't. Somebody's going to come up to me on the streets and ring my bell and say, is this what it feels like? Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. You get punched one good time, man, and you can think you're the best fighter in the world, but all of a sudden it's like, oh shit. All right. I've done that too. Although I was 20 years old, I fell 2.5 stories off of ladder scaffolding. Guys, we need to get our balance. What the hell's going on in here, man? I need y'all. I know some of my viewers are older, so y'all can't be falling off ladders and shit. Y'all got to stop that. 7-month-old baby is out of formula. If anyone could help, please let me know. I didn't want money, just formula. Thank you. Happy holidays. When did that kind of stuff start?
It goes on. It happens a lot. There is some people out there it does, but what it is so many people do it and they're scams. It kind of runs it. You know, it's like Jackson might actually be one of those type of people that might need help, but they're trying to find some way of, going on doing this or
Yeah.
whatever. Best way to do it is just do a GoFundMe and try to get something like that if you really need the help. I don't know the story behind it, the reason why he doesn't, have the money. But
I would think they would have more. You would have more luck locally at the Facebook level, if you want to, if it's something, and you'll find a lot of information on that too. If you're being a hundred with us here, then that would be the way to do it. I mean, I really don't. I couldn't do any of that on here anyway. She's going to all the lives begging for formula. There are food banks everywhere. Yeah, and see that kind of stuff. Oh, man, it sucks, man, because if there's people out there doing that and they're scamming it, man, it's just screwing it up for the people that really need it, man. And that's a bad thing. We can't have
it is.
that going
Well,
on.
check out what Jackson said though. My name is Jackson, and it's a social experiment to see who's kind. We're all kind. If we knew, it's like if we knew you in person or something like that, and you came up to us and said, "Hey, this is my baby. I need formula." Money
Yeah,
would be coming out of our wallets to help you out, or we'll be trying like
yeah,
there's food banks. Somebody can find some way of getting you hooked up with something and everything else. It's the scammers that come in and do a lot of those, and they're wanting people's money, and they didn't need it to begin with, and that money is probably going to Indonesia or some foreign place like that, and staying out of America. Do you get calls on an hourly basis from people wanting your information basically? There's scammer. There's too many of them, and it's really ruining the hard aspect, and a lot of people lose that trust. I'd rather
hmm
see it in person. If it's in person, like if I see you sitting on the side of the road and I got tools to help you get home, I'm stopping and going to ask you if you need help. You can turn me down or whatever, but that heartness is there. If I see you in the store and you're trying to steal a freaking tub of baby formula, well, no, stealing's wrong. But let me see what I can do to help you out. I go outside in the parking lot and help you gather money. And to get food on your table or something like that. That's where the heart's really at. It's not online.
yeah,
It's too much scamming.
yeah.
Don't
That's good
fall
stuff,
for it.
man. I mean, it like it makes that divide further too. You know, it really does make that divide further. I mean, when I see people and they comment something about seeing maybe a nice car at a food bank or something, I get it. I
Check it
get
out.
it. I
Check it
get
out.
that
You got something.
people
What
want
is
to,
it?
you're out there, you're busting your butt, and if somebody is scamming, I mean, that doesn't help. It doesn't help. It just divides us even more, because we're going to see that, and a lot of people are going to judge everything on that, or even if it's just a few interactions or whatever. Well, that's just normal. That's normal human behavior. That's what we see, so that's what we think is going on everywhere. It's a judgment call on that kind of stuff, and it shouldn't have to be. We really have to decide: is this person trying to scam me, or do they really need the money? I had to make that decision last week with the guy, and I made it, and I'll stand behind it. But part of me's going, I've heard this story before. I mean, so it sucks, man. Yeah, that's a bad thing, man. These people that do that, yeah, I mean, you're preying on the poor, the poor who have no money, who really need help, and you don't really need it. You know what I mean? And you're trying to. It's just sick. It's kind of sick. Kind of sick. How you feel about that, man?
Uh, I kind of gave my opinion on it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
reading it. I was reading in the text what the Patriot. I was starting that Patriot and see what all he said in the text. He started up with something different. No one did shit for me raising my kids on my own. Local sheriffs covered up my 3-year-old son rape and 2 assaults. How in the world did he get in that position? Damn, I
Yeah.
hate to.
No.
That's messed up.
Hold on. Go ahead. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Were
you done?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
I just don't want to cut you off. I can barely hear you. So I don't know why. Again, it's on my side. It's me being I'd probably press something somewhere like a moron. So I'm really trying to pay attention to you as best I can. Yeah, you made some good points, man. That whole thing is yeah, you see people busting their butts and they see this or they see that, and that's a normal reaction. But I I don't know, man. Just I hate that. I hate that the scammers have to ruin that for other people. Anybody watch Kurt Kaz? Anybody watch that guy?
Who's that?
He's a dude that travels worldwide, and he used to travel by himself, and it's an interesting uh, channel because these guys, or Kurt Kaz anyway, he used to just travel. And he got into drugs really bad when he was traveling because he would go over to like the Colombia and places like that where they had coca leaves just
Yeah.
ready out. I mean, he could buy a bag of it.
Yeah.
And everybody around was doing it, so he started doing it. He just chew it. It's called something nut. There's some type of nut
Beetle
that they
nut.
chew over there.
Beetle
And
nut.
I know, yeah. Go ahead, man. Uh, no, but yeah, he got, and I'd watch him, and his videos were great, because he'd chew on that stuff, and then next thing you know, he rescued a llama. He had a llama in the back of his taxi with him. I mean, I don't know if it was because he was high, but it was great video. And I followed that guy for a long time, and he's great, but I wanted him to be okay. And he started to get okay, but now he's doing something where he's going to other countries. And I like it. I like what he does, but they're taking it a little bit too far, I think. He goes to other countries and he finds scammers on the streets, pickpockets. He finds all those people on the streets and they run them off. Now the problem is there's a guy that's with him that whenever he runs up to the it's usually women. He runs up to the women and he grabs them and he starts getting physical with them. So Kurt has to plank out his camera while this guy that he's with is over there, laying hands on a woman. And you can say what you want to about that, but him having to blank the screen out and everything, and I'm like, God, Kurt, you're doing something halfway right, but when you get to the point where maybe he feels like he's not getting any help with it, but you don't need to assault these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that guy, man?
Nope.
He's cool, man. He's cool. He's got some great old videos. I like watching those videos at night sometimes, man. After a day of work, you come home. Not that I'm doing any real work. I'm not doing work like you are, brother. But you know what I mean. It helps you escape a little bit. I put him on, and I like the travel videos because Lord knows I'll probably never get overseas again with my broke ass. You ever traveled anywhere, man?
Let's see. My jobs took me to as
Where,
far as coast to coast.
where
My
at?
jobs took me. Go ahead.
No, what'd you say?
My job has took me coast to coast. That's it.
That's cool. You ever been out of the country?
No.
No. Yeah, we went to Dominican Republic on my honeymoon. It was amazing. The beaches. If you're a beach person, holy crap! And it's cheaper than Jamaica too. We had a blast over there. But that's awesome, man. You got to see. So you've been all over the country, all on all sides, huh? And that's probably why you are the way you are, as far as like your personality, because you've seen so many different people out there on the road, right? Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Well, I never really conversated going out, and now that you mentioned it, going out into coast to coast and different states and stuff like that. I've met people, but I wish the conversations could have went further. Kind of like, we have conversations like now.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's a cool that like even when I just go out like downtown and I talk to somebody, we'll get to talking and it'll be like, man, I could probably sit here and talk to this person for a couple of hours about stuff, you know. I'm happy to have met them. I wish I could have known them, in a more personal sense, like really gotten to know them. Because I mean, if you talk to random people, man, they'll tell you the most amazing shit sometimes, man. I mean, it's you wouldn't believe it. I was talking to a guy at McDonald's, and he told me that he marched with Martin Luther King downtown, and I was like, dude, I want to hear some stories. Tell me some stories. Wanted to give him my number and say, let me set up an interview with you or something, man. So yeah, good on you for doing that, man. You could just stay in your truck and not communicate with people, and I wouldn't blame you one bit. Some days I don't want to communicate with nobody, dude. But when I force myself to, usually it turns out good. It usually does. Conversate is a made up word, just saying. Did I say conversate? I probably did. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not
I
in
could have
Arizona.
said
That
it
shit
too.
don't fly here, Patriot. Conversation isn't though. I don't know what they're talking about. You probably know what they're talking about though.
Yeah, I got a good idea.
Yeah. I had a gummy earlier, so yeah, I took one of my 500 milligrams, and my mother-in-law's in town, so we got a we got a house full, so um,
Is that
might just
500
carry it on
mil?
through Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do
Is
that.
that 500 milligram
Uh,
going to turn into 1,000?
what's that?
Is that 500 milligram going to turn into 1,000?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, no, man, these ones are, I don't know what it is with this brand, but they don't seem to, how so you'll take a gummy and they won't be as potent. These have done pretty well every night that I've taken them. So, and now that I said that, I'm gonna knock on some wood because they're gonna be terrible the next time I take them. No. No, dude, that's cool. It was cool talking to you tonight, man. We don't have many people in here. I think it may just be us two, but
No,
I don't
I
know.
don't
Somebody
know.
else keeps commenting, so.
But
But yeah, man, it
MJ
was cool
come out
talking to you.
here.
We need to do this more often, and if you have any topics or anything you want to come up with, man, reach out and we'll fucking do them. Just reach out on here. Say, hey, I got an idea for a topic, or if you want to come back on as a guest, if you have some things you want to share, man, if you want to. I'll give you the floor. I'll give you the
What
floor,
was the
man, because
whiteboard for?
that's what we need to continue to do. I'm surprised to learn you were Christian, man. But I'm also very happy of the fact that you're a very moral Christian. So good on you, and that's what we want here. So way to go, man. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it right here, man, and we'll get back here tomorrow night. So okay, so if y'all make it, come on in. We're gonna do it all week. Just we got
Hey,
Christmas coming up. If anybody's lonely, let's fucking talk. Okay. And thank you for your time. I appreciate it a
no,
lot.
thank
But
you.
we'll look
Thank
for me
you.
tomorrow.
Thank
What were you gonna
you.
say?
Thank you. Thank you for
Oh,
making a
I
channel where
appreciate it,
we
man.
all can
No,
get
thank you
together.
guys. Just like all the vapes have synthetic nicotine. Yeah, my wife's vaping now. I don't know about all that shit. She does it a lot. I gotta stop her somehow. Um, anyway, guys, I love all y'all. Take care of each other. Continue to talk, and we'll come back here tomorrow night. Okay, guys. I'll see y'all then. Thanks for the special guest today too. Everybody, thank our guest over here, man. You did a great job, and he's going to be watching your asses in the in the chats too. So don't piss him off, okay, guys. I'm on a smartphone, bro. It's like $50. I don't do live streams. Um, all right, well, Mr. John. I hope you subbed, man. Did somebody? That can't be right. I'm looking at my numbers. Something's not right. But if it's something really special, I'll let y'all know tomorrow night. Walk in the path of Yeshua is moral.
Yeshua.
There you go. My John's wrath. Y'all have a good night. Talk to y'all
You
soon.
too.
Love you
Love
guys.
you. See you next time.
All right. See you, buddy.